Hey everyone, it's Michelle and I wanted to do a quick update video, review video on the Nomad cases for the iPhone 14. Now if you've been a long-time watcher of this channel, you know that Nomad has been an amazing, awesome supporter of the channel by sending me a lot of the products over for review and then for me to be able to do these videos for you. So I wanted to do an update video on the cases that I've had since I've had these Nomad cases. I've been rocking both of them for about the length since I've had the iPhone 14. Now my daily go-to driver has been this one, which is the modern leather case in the English brown. I absolutely love this colorway. I was first introduced to this colorway by Nomad for the AirPod Pro case. I also have that in the English tan, and I have been long waiting for them to translate that over into an iPhone case. Now thankfully they actually did that starting, I believe, might have been the iPhone 13, which I didn't upgrade to. I still had the 12 at the time, so I was kind of bummed out. Long story short, obviously I upgraded and I was able to get my hands on the new English tan colorway in their kind of a new lineup of their modern leather cases. Now not only that, Nomad has been kicking it with new cases quite often throughout the year and since the release of the iPhone 14, so it doesn't stop there. I also tried out since day one their sports case. Now this one was actually new to an iPhone case lineup. They did have kind of like a sports angle to their Apple Watch bands. I do have a few of those as well for my Apple Watch. Now this is kind of the first iteration for their sports lineup when it comes to iPhone cases. Now I opted for the Arctic White. Now I do have the purple or the deep purple color iPhone, and so I was kind of curious to see what colors might match it. I was actually relieved to like the colorway on both the Arctic White as well as the English tan with the deep purple iPhone color. So it was pretty cool to be able to use both cases. Now when I did change to this, I used this first when I went on a camping trip. I thought, okay, I kind of want to protect my leather case from the outdoor elements just a little bit, so I opted and changed to the sports case. And actually, over just that short weekend, I realized this isn't for me. It is way too slippery in the hands. I have dropped this phone so many times when it's in this case. Now, obviously, granted, these cases are going to protect your iPhone, but there's only so much that a case can do without being a super bulky. Now, what I love about Nomad cases are they are typically very minimal and not a whole lot of weight to it, so I love it. It's kind of the best of both worlds. You do get really great protection because, again, I have dropped this and have not cracked the screen or have any dings around the iPhone, so it does its job. But for me, just the sports case, I don't know, it was just a little too slick, a little too easy to just easily fall from the grip of my hand. So as soon as I got back home from that camping trip, I quickly changed over to my modern leather case because that one just feels a little bit more sturdy and less, just has, I don't know, more grippy. The outer material must obviously are different, and I prefer the modern leather case. Now, one big, huge note that I do want to say is in the previous iterations of their iPhone cases, which I've also had, so I've been using Nomad iPhone cases for years now. In the past, I want to say one thing that I felt that they lacked or struggled was their actual button covers, or just the placement of whatever button covers that they had on their older iPhone cases. Now, coming from the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I believe was my last phone before upgrading to this, I really was not a fan of their buttons. It didn't feel good. It felt like I had to push in extra, like with more of a purpose. It just wasn't an easy click, and I feel that this time around they totally killed it. So huge props to the Nomad team for really nailing that down. I absolutely love the way that the buttons just seem like this is the native button. That's how well and designed these cases are. So I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that they fixed that. I actually remember being on a Clubhouse with them a while back when Clubhouse got like super popular. I was lucky enough to be invited on stage to speak with them and kind of like talk about future products. And one of the things that I did mention was that I would love kind of an improvement when it came to the buttons. Something just wasn't there. Whatever it is that you did to these new cases, you did it, you killed it. I am so pleased with these. I absolutely love it. Now, actually, even though this was planned to be just a super quick update review on the Nomad cases, of course, I absolutely love them, so I do recommend them. And I kind of wanted to do an update video for you guys in case you were wondering or on the market for some new Nomad cases. Of course, links will be down below if you are interested. Now, actually, oddly enough, or surprisingly enough, perfect timing, because someone from Nomad did reach out and see if I wanted to try out their new line of ultra thin cases. So I said, well, hell yeah, I'm doing a video actually on the cases that I've had since day one that you sent me, so send them over. So it was perfect timing as I was making this video. So they were gracious enough to send over 2 new cases. It's their ultra thin. This is going to be in the black matte gray finish, and this is a grippy matte clear finish. So it should be awesome. So let me go ahead and change it to these. I'm very excited to try these out. So this right here is the matte gray ultra thin case. Now this is a snug fit. Again, this is the iPhone 14 Pro. Very minimal, nice, ultra lightweight case for your iPhone. I really love it. It feels like the iPhone is completely naked. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure I literally just got these in the mail. I'm sure you're going to compromise some sort of protection. As I can see here, the buttons are actually exposed. So these are the actual native iPhone, buttons that are exposed, so that you do lose out on more coverage, more protection. So if you're very good at handling your iPhone without dropping it, or you take care of it, then these are a great option, especially if you just want a really thin, minimal case. This is going to be the route to go. Now let me go ahead and change it to the clear or the white one, and let's see how that one looks. All right, so this is the white clear. I don't know, I can't really tell. It looks like a little bit of a pearl depending on where the light hits it, but this is it. The purple definitely shows through this one a lot more, which is fantastic. That's why you buy a colored iPhone, is to show it off. So this is a great alternative or a great option if you are wanting to show off the color of the iPhone that you bought. But this is, again, very beautiful. I love the minimal look to it. The only branding I see, which I noticed, you can barely notice on this white one. On the black one, you can notice it a little bit. And I'll try to get close-ups of the iPhone cases, but there's just a very minimal branding, Nomad, right here. Just so you know, hey, if people ask you, what brand case is this? You could be like, Nomad. There you go. So of course, MagSafe, everything like that should be working just fine with these cases as well as their modern and sports cases. I haven't had really any issues with that, with not, grabbing on to any MagSafe accessories or anything like that. But I'm super excited to try these out. Again, I've already mentioned that I've dropped my iPhone quite a few times already, so I don't know how much I trust myself having a super ultra thin case on it. But I might try it out for a bit, so let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the cases that I've used for quite some time now, or this new lineup. Of course, links will be down below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe, as that helps the algorithm so much to reach more audience. That would be amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.